What's up, everybody? Matt Gajewski here, back again with the Odd Shopper channel. And today we're talking some college football bets ahead of Week 12. We're going to give you the very best of the Saturday main slate. Before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all other content goes live. We're also brought to you by Bet365, who has a limited time offer for new users in Kentucky, Ohio, New Jersey, Virginia, Iowa, and Colorado. You can make your first deposit, bet $5, and whether your bet wins or loses, they're giving you $150 in the form of bonus bets. You need to be 21 to play, 18 in Kentucky. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Limited time offer, so make sure you take advantage of this. All right, we're going to dive right in with some of the marquee games on the slate, and we'll kick things off out west with Washington taking on Oregon State. You can still find Oregon State as a pick'em in this contest. It's a bit of a volatile game. I know my co-host on Betting You, Ben Raza, loves the Oregon State side. And we also broke this game down in detail as well as all of the games on this slate. So if you're looking for more in-depth conversation, just click the channel. You'll find it is over there. But briefly, Oregon State has a massive advantage in the run game. Washington's defense has been susceptible to opposing running attacks. Oregon State with DJ Uiagalelei and Damian Martinez have quietly been racking up a really good season when you overlook the Washington State loss, which had a lot of noise in it earlier this year. I know it's tough fading Washington, but they played a lot of opponents extremely close, most recently being Utah. But prior to that, you saw them play USC and Stanford much closer than it should have been. The defense has a lot of questions, so we'll back Oregon State in a pick'em setting. Second one, to the SEC, Georgia takes on Tennessee. You can find this at 10 points, which is a massive surprise to me. Georgia, fresh off two awesome victories. I mean, we saw them beat Missouri, saw them beat Florida. Now you've got Tennessee on deck, who just got beat themselves by Missouri. This Tennessee team has a lot of injuries. Their defense is extremely banged up, but it's not only that. In addition to Brew McCoy, they lost Dante Thornton at receiver. Squirrel White also left the game briefly. We'll see on his status. But you kind of have Joe Milton out there playing hero ball. It's an offensive line that ranks 90th in both pass blocking and run blocking. He's now down multiple starting receivers, and you're facing a healthy Georgia, the healthiest Georgia's been all season long. You did lose Johnson at linebacker, but CJ Allen played admirably in his place. I'm not sure there's much of a drop-off there. The rest of the defense is healthy. Ladd McConkey is back. Brock Bowers made his return, and you'd think another week removed from the ankle. He should be just fine. Amarius Mims on the offensive line is also back to help protect Carson Beck. I know this is in Tennessee. I'm not fading Georgia the rest of the way as long as they're at full health. The 10 is a very generous number, and we will take that. Next one, we'll go to Utah, Arizona. Another game you can find at a pick'em, or maybe in a +1 rogue on the market. But Arizona, one of the hottest teams in the Pac-12, will be backing them against the Utah team I've been trying to fade relentlessly, who has multiple games they should have lost where they were outgained yards per play, like Baylor or Florida. Both those teams outgained Utah on a per-play basis, and they were able to variance their way to victories. That also happened in the last game against Washington, where Washington has a surefire pick six. The player drops it on the 3-yard line heading into score. Obviously, they don't cover, not to mention a missed field goal. So another lucky cover by the Utah Utes. They can't play offense. They have a walk-on quarterback who cannot throw the ball. And their offensive line struggles to pass protect. Anytime they get down in games, that's a huge detriment to them, to their team not built to play from behind. They've also had a lot of defensive struggles, especially in the trenches. Losing a guy like Lander Barton didn't help them. But you now have a well-balanced Arizona attack. Noah Fafita taking care of the ball. And it makes sense. He's throwing to elite receivers, Cowing and McMillan. But they've gotten really good play, not only out of Michael Wiley at running back when he's healthy, but Jonah Coleman, fresh off another 100-yard game. He'll be facing that weak defense up front against Utah. So we'll take Arizona. Anything close to a pick'em is fine with me. These are just the top 3 bets on the board. If you want access to all of the marquee games, check out Betting You on this very channel. Myself and Ben Raza break it all down. We also do a Greasy Bets episode, my favorite, get in the depths with the Sun Belt and the MAC. So if you want that, it's here. Otherwise, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have a question, I'm on Twitter at Matt_Gajewski. And we'll be back again next week talking more college football. Until then, good luck, everyone. We'll see you later.